One of the best moments from Tim Walz's first speech as Kamala Harris's vice presidential running mate is when he took a shot at JD Vance.
Donald Trump's not fighting for you or your family. He never sat at that kitchen table like the one I grew up at, wondering how we were going to pay the bills. He sat at his country club up in Mar-a-Lago, wondering how he can cut taxes for his rich friends. And I got to tell you, his running mate shares his dangerous and backward agenda for this country. JD Vance literally wrote the foreword for the architect of the Project 2025 agenda. Like all regular people I grew up with in the heartland, JD studied at Yale, had his career funded by Silicon Valley billionaires, and then wrote a bestseller trashing that community. Come on! That's not what middle America is. And I got to tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy. That is, if he's willing to get off the couch and show up. So, you see what I did there? Look. I got to tell you, pointing out just an observation of mine that I made. I just have to say it. You know it, you feel it. These guys are creepy and yes, just weird as hell. That's what you see. That's what you see. So you know what's out there, so say it with me. We aren't going back. We aren't going back. We are not going back.
Now, apparently, when Tim Walz was serving in Congress, he was the best marksman year after year because the guy just doesn't miss. There was also a fantastic moment last night during the Comics for Kamala live stream in which Cecily Strong from SNL just eviscerated JD Vance.
Little mini roast of JD Vance, you and me, Rep Swalwell. So I reached out to the best joke writers I know, current and former SNL Weekend Update writers, Katie Rich, Josh Patton, and Pete Schultz. So if you're still game to do this with me.
You're asking me to be like a poor man's Colin Jost?
Sure. Yeah.
No, Cecily, it's perfect because I have a job where I don't have to answer to the people who hired me like every 2 years. So I pretty much can say anything, I guess.
And this is fun because it's great doing jokes when you can't hear laughs.
Yeah.
It feels very good, but that's okay. All right. Are you ready?
I will laugh for you.
Okay. Thank you for that. All right, here we go. All right. JD Vance. JD Vance looks like a composite of every guy that's called you a bitch on Bumble.
JD Vance looks like you told Chat GPT to draw a guy who says, "M'lady." What are we doing?
I thought it was good. JD Vance is confusing because his rhetoric wants us to panic about immigrants, but his eyeliner wants us to panic at the disco.
Okay.
JD Vance has been such a mistake. Trump keeps calling him Eric.
But his son, Eric, not me.
That's his son, not you. No. He doesn't know you.
I'm not surprised JD Vance is so anti-choice, since having no other option is the only reason he's Trump's running mate.
Trump wearing a maxi pad on his ear is the most support he has ever shown for women's reproductive health. There's speculation that Trump is unhappy with Vance and is thinking about getting rid of him, but he better hurry because it's been 6 weeks. That's an abortion joke for everyone who's
JD Vance
Not
has
thinking
some
about those deadlines.
JD Vance has some very strange and upsetting positions, honestly. Just ask his couch.
And you wouldn't do this one, so I'm going to do it.
I'm not doing that.
JD claims to be the voice of the Rust Belt, which is only true if we are talking about his belt after he fucks an orange couch. Now, Representative Swalwell didn't want to do that one for some reason.
Now, if you didn't recognize Eric Swalwell doing the bits with Cecily Strong there, that's the Democratic congressman from California doing his poor man's Colin Jost, which I thought was really funny. Eric Swalwell needs to work on his timing a little better, but Cecily Strong was on point right there. And so was Tim Walz. I like how in the first clip I played, he even had to go and say, did you see what I did there? Oh, Mr. Walz, we definitely saw it and we loved it. If you didn't watch Walz's entire speech, I was live streaming it. So if you want to go back to Reflect News, if you're brand new, and check it out, you can do that. And also be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you get my future live streams and videos in your inbox, because we are just getting started with the Kamala Harris Walz ticket, and it's going to be balls to the walls. It is gloves off. Walz is actually, I made this point on the live stream, he was a linebackers coach who, if you don't know much about football, linebackers and the linebackers coach are the guys that you really don't want to mess with. And JD Vance has messed with the wrong guy. Right as Kamala announced that Walz was going to be her running mate, Vance came out and just started lying about how, he's so liberal. It's Kamala is bending the knee to the Hamas wing of the Democratic Party. What? Tim Walz is from rural Nebraska and Minnesota. He's a hunter. What are you talking about, JD? See, JD Vance is in so over his head here, and the guy is really just kind of like Tim Walz has hit him before. He's weird. He's creepy. And of course, he's a liar who pretends like he's from rural America, but he's a Yale graduate who's paid for and bought by a Silicon billionaire. I mean, he doesn't know who he is, right? That's one of the talking points from the Kamala and Walz ticket. JD Vance has no idea who he is or what he represents. Walz, on the other hand, absolutely knows who he is, and he is going to hand it to JD Vance in the debates if JD Vance can get off the couch. Heyo, see what I did there? Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video, and let me know what your reflections are down in the comments. Thanks again for watching. If you're brand new, my name is Brendan Plank, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video or live stream, depending on which comes first.